Hello and welcome to your 1 hour yoga vinyasa class. Today we are going to focus on empowerment, and we're going to go through a series of moves that we have some assistive devices for to help us mitigate our flow, find our good flow. So today I encourage you to grab blocks. If you don't have blocks, you can use like thick books. Anything that you can really press your weight on would be good. And if you have an armband, do any other kind of workouts, I'm going to show you how to use these if you struggle in any of the like push-up type positions, the plank positions. I'm going to show you how to use this to assist yourself in your flow. Definitely not a requirement, but just some advice excuse me, if you're looking for a way to ease yourself into certain yoga positions. So we are going to start with our warm-up. Go ahead and, pardon me, take a seat on the mat, and we are going to do a 5-minute either meditation or breath work, whatever you want to do, just something just to kind of relax, calm your mind, get focused. So with that, I'll leave that to you, and I'll check back with you here in just a few minutes. about 1 more minute if you're journaling. Alright, I want you to bring awareness back to the moment here. We're going to go ahead, if you're not already seated in easy pose, we're going to go ahead and start here. If this is not a comfortable position for you because you have tight hips, you can certainly grab your block and place that under your bottom here. Just kind of elevate yourself. It just gives you a more relaxed, open position here in the front. I encourage you to do that if that feels more comfortable for you. But when you're ready, we're going to go ahead and ground down through those sit bones. Sit up nice and tall. Draw that navel in. You're going to start to feel that energy flow from your spine all the way up and out through the top of your head. You can place your hands either on heart center or on your belly. You can place them on your knees if you would like. You can take a mudra, whatever your heart's desire is calling you to do. That's what I encourage you to do. But either way, sit up nice and tall, ground up those sit bones, and we're going to do a 7 cycles of breath here. You can close your eyes or leave them open, but when you're ready, we're going to begin on the inhale of a 1, 2, 3, 4, pausing at the top of your breath for 1, 2, and then exhaling for 1, 2, 3, 4. Again. Inhale, pause, and exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Keep breathing just like that for 4 more cycles of breath. Last cycle of breath. Inhale. Pause. And exhale. Wonderful. If you've closed your eyes, go ahead and flutter those open. We're going to move into, the cat-cow position. Before we do that, we're going to go ahead and place this armband on. You're going to go ahead and pull it all the way up here to your biceps. And mine is elastic, so it like draws my arms in a little bit. If you have just one of the regular cloth ones, you can certainly loosen it up a little bit. You'll understand when we get to moving through some of these upper body positions how this can assist you in really finding your flow, helping you ease into that flow a little bit. So when you're ready, go ahead and remove the block if you're sitting on it. And again, if you don't have an armband, it's completely optional. Move yourself into your cat-cow position. Finding a nice strong base here. You're inhaling your low ribs here, your belly tightening. You're going to feel that wide, long string between your spine and the crown of your head. And when you're ready, you're going to inhale, drop the belly, open up through the chest, and exhale, round through the spine, push the earth away from you. Inhale, drop the belly, open the chest, look forward. Move into cat position. Exhale. And then inhale yourself for some cow position. You want to take any kind of free movement, rocking the hips back and forth as you move through these two positions. Please feel free. I want you to find what feels good in your body, moving like you. Focus on your practice, making your practice yours. When you're ready, we're going to find a neutral position. You're going to flip those toes, and we're going to move into our first down dog of the day. Pushing, sorry, my necklace is in the way. Pushing those hips up and then back. Your heels don't come all the way to the ground, that's fine. Just finding that lift there. Nice neutral neck, trying to crane your neck one way or the other. Excellent job. And again, if you want to take any kind of free movements here, if you want to walk your dog, if you want to remain still, whatever you want to do, if you need to make any adjustments, please feel free. The point of every practice is to make it benefit you. Alright, when you're ready, we're going to move to a standing position. Nice and slow, step up to the front of your mat. Raise up nice and slow. Standing position. Moving to prayer. Now this is going to work your arms if you have an elastic band like me. You're pushing those elbows out, and what I want you to do is focus on pulling that chest forward, okay? And then bringing your palms together. You're going to bring your chest to meet your hands here. You're still nice and firmly rooted on the ground in your feet, standing up nice and tall to the spine. Your abs are active here. Excellent job. When you're ready, we're going to inhale, bring the arms up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, step it back into plank. This is really where that arm band's going to come in handy as you exhale and lower down to the earth. You'll feel that band start to catch you across your chest. Like if you wanted to do a push-up, like you have a lot of bounce right now. And when you're ready, you're going to move yourself into that cobra position. You're going to feel as you push those elbows down and back and really start to lift that chest, you're going to feel that band pull you upright a little bit. Give you that a little extra lift. Just make sure that your abdominals are contracted, that you're pushing into the earth actively with these legs. You don't want to hurt your low back. When you're ready, you're going to go ahead and move yourself into a downward facing dog. Again, make any adjustments along the way that you need to. Step up and standing. So you step up to the front of your mat, I'm sorry. Inhale for a half lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, root your rise, arms up overhead. Hands to heart center. Standing nice and tall. One more time. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, step it back to plank. Exhale as you shift forward. Lower yourself down through chaturanga. Inhaling for up dog. Excuse me, for cobra. Go ahead and exhale. Move yourself down into downward facing dog. Inhale as you step towards the top of the mat. Exhale for just a pause here. Inhale for that half lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, root to rise. Exhale, hands to heart center. Excellent job. If you want to keep on your armbands, you certainly can, but I'm going to go ahead and remove mine at this point. We're going to be moving into our next flow, and this next flow is a lot of plank and arm movement, so if you feel like you want that extra support in plank, you're certainly welcome to use the armband. Again, not a requirement, never a requirement to use a prop, but if you feel empowered to use it, which is what this practice is about, please feel free to. All right, so we're standing here tall, hands at heart center. We're gonna inhale, arm up, exhale, fold. Inhale, half lift, exhale, fold. Inhale, step it back into plank. Exhale as you shift forward, lower down, and come up through cobra. Exhale as you flip your dog here. Oh boy, excuse me. Got a nice crack in my back there. Got out of sequence there, sorry about that. When you're ready, you can take your right foot, Send it forward, step it in between your hands. And we're gonna inhale, raise up. And exhale, lower back down. Go ahead and send that right foot back. Bring the left foot forward, place it in between both hands. When you're ready, you're gonna inhale, bring yourself up to a crescent lunge. And exhale, lower back down. Step the left foot back. Bring yourself back to downward facing dog one more time. And when you're ready, you're going to make your way to the top of the mat. As you inhale, bring the arms up overhead, nice and big. Stretch yourself a little nice. Bend here in the back. Excellent job. Exhale, your hands down, standing in a nice tall mountain pose. Now when you're standing in mountain, it's not a relaxed pose. This is my relaxed pose. Watch me, I'm going to ground down to my feet. I'm going to stand up nice and tall. I'm going to roll those shoulders back because I still want that open chest here. And I'm standing tall. Allow the energy to flow all the way through my body here. Are you ready? Inhale, send the arms up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, step back into plank. Listen here, you're going to move back into downward facing dog. Alright, when you're ready, you're going to inhale the right leg out for a three-legged dog. Now when you do this, I want your hips to stay facing the mat. I'm going to switch my left leg real quick. See, a lot of people when they inhale this leg out, tend to rotate out. I want you to keep your hips facing down towards the mat, okay? So once you're here, you're going to inhale, you're bringing your knee to your nose, coming into a plank position. Exhale, send it back. Inhale, right knee, right elbow. In that plank position, hold, hold, hold. And then send it back as you exhale. This time you're going to take right knee to your left elbow as you hold. And then send it back. Excellent job. Go ahead and lower the right leg down to the earth. Inhale the left leg up. Again, remember, keep those hips down to the earth. As you inhale, bringing that nose to the knee. Knee to the nose. Send it back. Left knee, left elbow. Excellent job. Send it back. Left knee, right elbow. And send it back. Go ahead and lower the left leg down to the earth. And you're going to bring yourself down into a plank position. Now, we've been in plank for a while, so this is a lot. Lower your knees down to the earth. I want you to do that if that helps you build your practice. Or if you need to use the armband for some assistance. I think my battery just died. It did. Okay. So if you need to use your armband for some assistance, please feel free to do that. So when you're ready, pardon me, from plank position, we're going to go ahead and lower down onto our elbows. I want your arms parallel with the sides of your mat. So you should be facing directly forward. You can either make fists or you can plant your palms down, whichever is your preference here. But from plank, I want you to move back like you're going into a downward dog. You can walk your toes up if you need to. We're moving into dolphin pose. Nice strong arms. You should have your shoulders in line with your elbows. Hips up and back, just like you would for down dog. Holding here. Nice little modified inversion. Building that shoulder strength, empowering you. Build your practice. All right, lower the knees down to the earth. Recline back into a child's pose. You can take I'm taking a modified child's pose here. Please feel free to do that if you need to. Just trying to get my body to relax. Move dog. All right, we're going to move back into dolphin one more time. Go ahead and square those elbows up. You ready? Raise your hips up to the sky here. Moving into dolphin. Breathe through it. One more cycle of breath here. And as you exhale, lower those knees down to the earth. And again, come back into a child's pose position. If you don't want to leave your arms extended in front of you, you're certainly welcome to bring them down to your sides here. Just let them relax a minute. going to move into lizard pose. So go ahead and bring yourself into a plank. Now I have to do this one all the way up on my hands here. I'm not quite flexible enough to lower myself down to the earth. But when you're ready, you're going to take the right leg here. You're going to bring it forward, and you're going to plant it on the outside of your right hand. If you need to make an adjustment and bring that right hand in a little bit, that's perfectly fine. But you want to marry that knee to your right shoulder. Let me turn around so you can see that. So you want to push this in, like these two, your shoulder and your knee should be counterbalancing each other. So you're pushing out with your shoulder, but in with your knee. All right, this is your high lizard pose. If you're able to, you can drop down on your elbows here. This is where I also recommend that you, I'm going to spin back around here, that you grab a block, because this can help you move yourself down a little bit. The lizard, you can't make it all the way to the ground, but if staying up high isn't challenging enough for you. So we're going to remain here. Again, you're actively pressing that knee into the right shoulder's pressing out against it, creating a nice little balance there. A strong back leg you're pushing through. One more cycle of breath here. Excellent. If you're down on the ground or you have blocks, you can go ahead and bring yourself back up to a plank position. Stepping that right leg back, taking any kind of free movement that you need to take here in between. And when you're ready, you can bring that left knee to the outside of the left arm here, stacking that knee over the ankle, pushing that knee into the shoulder, nice and strong. And again, you can remain up high here. If you're able to lower yourself down, either using some blocks or all the way to the ground if you're super flexible, that's awesome. Breathing through your moves here, grounding down through that foot, pushing away from the earth with the back foot. One more cycle of breath here. Excellent job. Again, if you're down on the ground or you have blocks, you can go ahead and remove those. Bring yourself back, into a plank. Lower the knees down to the earth. I want you to find your version of child's pose. Excellent. When you're ready, you're going to move yourself back into the plank position. You're finding Sphinx this time, excuse me. So you're in your plank here. I want you to lower yourself down to your elbows. Get those elbows parallel with the sides of your mat here. Arms should be flat in front of you, hands face down. Nice firm balance here. Shoulders stacked over the elbows. And when you're ready, you're going to lower your hips down to the earth as you start to look up, opening the chest forward towards the front of your mat. Your back legs should be blocked by your dog and nice and active. Sorry, you can't see that. But your back leg should be pressing away from the earth, really allowing you to lift in your chest and open up through the front, finding that gaze pointing forward in front of you. It's also an excellent position to use that armband for some extra lift if you need it. One more cycle of breath. And then your exhale, you're going to lower your forehead down to your mat. Let those elbows just kind of fan out to the side. If you want to turn your head to one side or the other, please feel free. Allow the legs just to kind of roll out. Relax here for just a moment. Alright, we're going to do Sphinx one more time. Go ahead and activate those back legs. Really pressing away from the earth. And when you're ready, forehead down. Start to bring those elbows in. Tuck the elbows underneath the shoulders here. Start to lift yourself up. You might have to reposition a little bit. Your elbows, again, you want them underneath your shoulders, parallel to the side of the mat. Hands nice and wide in the front. Open up through that chest. Nice active legs in the back. Finding Sphinx. Sphinx is about opening that heart in your throat area. One more cycle of breath here. Excellent job. From here, you're going to lower yourself down, slide your hands back, where they're on either side of your chest. And you're going to move yourself up and into downward facing dog. Whatever path you take to get there, I want you to flow like you. Take whatever path you need to find yourself in downward facing dog. Once you're here, if you need to pedal it out or take any kind of free movement, please feel free. Explore your body, explore your movement. Listen to your body. When you're ready, you're going to step your way to the top of the mat, finding a forward fold. Now in your forward fold, I want you to narrow your stance a little bit and bring your big toes together. And really ground down, pick up all those toes, all 10 toes, place them back down individually into the earth. Really ground down through your feet. Allow those knees to fall together. So you're pressing your big toes and your knees together. And as you rise, you're going to start to sink your bottom down and back, finding chair. Lifting the chest here. Now, for your arms, you can have them remain down at your sides. You can bring them to heart center, or you can bring them overhead. Whatever position is comfortable for you. Your knees and your toes should be pressing together. You're creating a nice lock here, a nice counterbalance to each other to really allow that lift and allow you to sink down. Hold it. You're doing great. And your next exhale, I want you to sink a little lower if you can. Hold it, hold it, hold it. You're doing an excellent job. And inhale, rise up. Go ahead and set your feet into a neutral position. Again, if you need to lift all those 10 toes up, place them all back down on the earth. That nice grounding here. Standing nice and tall in mountain pose. All right. We're going to move into our next sequence here. Again, standing nice and tall in mountain pose. When you're ready, you're going to start to shift the weight over to your left foot. I'm sorry, before you do that, bring your hands into heart center. And when you actively press those palms into each other, it's going to help you create a nice little balance point here. Remember that chest is lifted here into your palms. So when you're ready, you're going to shift that weight over to the left foot. Start to bring that right foot in, balancing on a tiptoe here on your right foot. You have a little bit of weight, in the right foot, but not much. And when you're ready, you can start to bring that foot to your ankle. Feel comfortable here. Slide it up your leg to your knee. And when you are here, I want you to be careful of the knee in this position, but you should be able to press your right foot into your knee, and your knee should be able to press back into your right foot. Be very careful with the knee, though. It is a sensitive position. So if you're able, you may need to reach down and slide that leg a little further up, so it's actually meeting the inside of your quad here, finding tree pose. Now, if your tree pose doesn't look like mine, and your tree's down here, that's okay, because we're all different types of trees, right? So I want you to find the tree that looks like you, moves like you, rotating that hip externally, standing nice and tall and firm. You guys are doing a wonderful job here. All right, and from here, you're going to take that right foot, you're going to send it back behind you, around, and you're going to find yourself in warrior one. So what you're doing here, you're still grounding down through that left foot, the front knee is stacked over your left ankle, the back leg is still maintaining that externally rotated position. Your foot does not have to be parallel with the back of the mat. If it's at a 45-degree angle, that's fine. Everybody's hips are a little bit different, so I want you to find what feels good in your hip area. And all you're doing is rotating from this middle spine here, face the front of the mat. Nice big open chest. Your hands can still be at heart center, or you can send them out, send them up overhead, finding warrior one. And if you're ready, you're going to straighten that front leg here. Reach down, you're going to be finding a triangle pose with your block, set to the outside of your left foot. I use mine on the highest setting because I'm not super flexible in this position. You're going to inhale and open up to the side. Breathe like you. Finding a nice big stretch here. Ready? You're going to come back, stand down in a forward folded position, and inhale, root to rise, exhaling, hands to heart center. This time we're going to do your left leg, so go ahead and re-ground yourself in your toes if you need to. Standing nice and tall, hands at heart center. You're going to start to shift that weight over to your right foot, bring that left foot in, balancing on a tiptoe here, really grounding yourself. When you're ready, you're just going to inhale that foot up the side of your leg, starting at your ankle, coming to your knee. And again, if one side doesn't go higher than the other, that's fine. Everyone's body is different. Each side of our body is different. You got to find your balancing point here. Nice and tall. Finding your tree, what it looks like. Maybe you're an apple tree, maybe you're an oak tree, any kind of tree you want to be. All right, when you're ready, you're going to inhale, you're going to send that foot back, opening up into warrior one. Again, check your alignment if you need to, make any sort of adjustments. Finding your warrior one pose. When you're ready, you're going to straighten that front leg, start to reach for that block, coming into your triangle, reaching up and extending out to the side. You want a nice line between your hand that's on top of your block or on the ground. Straight line all the way up to the other fingertips that are extended into the sky here. By the way, if you cannot send your gaze up because that makes you feel dizzy or anything, it's fine to keep your gaze down or out in front of you. It's perfectly fine. Breathing like you. When you're ready, you're going to go ahead and release that, stepping up into that forward fold position. Inhaling, root to rise. Exhaling yourself down into mountain. Excellent job. Go ahead and take some free movement here and spin yourself back and forth. Just kind of loosen your body up a little bit. Close your eyes and relax. Okay? When you're ready, you're going to stand a little bit wider than hip width distance apart. And you're gonna start to lower yourself down, moving like you, into your yogi squat. This is also a great position that if you have a block available, definitely use it. It helps you release and really sink down into this position. So when you're ready, start to lower yourself down. Hands should be coming to heart center here. Place those elbows on either side, on the inside of your knees here. And what you want to do is press out with the elbows, finding that lift in your chest, trying to make those hands, make your chest meet your hands here. Now, if you are still, this is an excellent one from Mr. Piquet. If you're still very like here, like rounded in the shoulders forward, excellent opportunity to use that block. Sit underneath your bum. Again, round down, sit up, and find that yogi squat here. Don't think that using, I called them assisted devices earlier, but don't think that using props limits your yoga practice in any way. If anything, it expands it. It does the opposite. It allows you to gain some extra range that you may need to find yourself in positions that benefit your body without causing undue stress to the body. So we're gonna remain here for a few breaths, cycles of breath here. And again, if you get tired, grab that yoga block, sit on it. So we really are trying to open up our hips here and our chest. When you're ready, you're going to go ahead and release that. And if you're in a yoga squat position, go ahead and come down to your bottom. Just relax a minute. I'm going to challenge you with this next pose. It is an arm balance, so it's one of my personal favorites, but it may not be a favorite of yours. If we start to move through this practice, we're going to be doing crow, and if it doesn't feel right in your body, I want you to stop. I want you to listen to your body, and if it's not ready, then don't push it, because I don't want you to hurt yourself. So with crow, I'm going to show you a couple modifications of how to get into it. And we're going to start, pardon me, with your blocks. Go ahead and place them together, probably 2/3 of the way back from your mat. I'm going to go ahead and have you stand on those. Get yourself a little extra height here. And when you're ready, we're going to go ahead and place your arms down on the mat here. Get yourself into kind of a squat position. Go ahead and spread those fingers nice and wide so you get a nice balance. Now when you're doing this, and again, everyone's body is different in how flexible we are and how we move, so it may look a little different for you, but I want you just to listen to the feeling of your body, how it feels in your body, and you can adjust from there. And again, if it doesn't feel good, don't do it. Please don't do it. So one of the things with crow is that you want to lift your butt in the air, and you want to try to get your knees basically into your armpits, because this is your balancing point here. This is how you balance. Your knees kind of rest on those triceps back there in the back, and sometimes adding a little extra height for your legs, it definitely assists in that process. So as you're starting to move forward, you might have to adjust your hands back, lift that butt up, stick those knees right on in those armpits there, and your gaze should be forward, because where your gaze goes, your body goes. So you want to gaze forward and just kind of gently test yourself here. Start to kind of balance forward, rock forward a little bit. Again, you might have to move your hands forward or back a little bit based on how your body's flowing, and see. Maybe you can start to tilt just a little bit, pick those toes up, and balance. And again, you may be doing, here, and up, and down. I want you to flow like you. Just give yourself a little balance here. Now, if you feel pretty good in that position and you want to challenge yourself in a different way, maybe your problem isn't getting those knees up, you're falling too far forward, right? So if you're doing that, take that block, set it up at the top. You're gonna find a height that works for you. Could be different for however your body's moving and flowing. So go ahead and set yourself up. And again, knees all the way up in the armpits and lean forward. Stick your head, oh, I gotta adjust here. You can bring your head forward, whoop, let it rest on that block. So you can practice getting those knees up there. Just be careful not to smash the back of your neck. When you're doing that, I don't want you to crunch down in the back of the neck. If you start to feel that pressure, you need to back off. Maybe you adjust to a higher height so you're not coming over so far into your crow. And I want you to practice with those two variations there. Excuse me, I'm going to give you about 3 minutes to use those blocks, either for your feet, for your head, for both, and try to kind of find that balancing point. Challenge yourself, but don't hurt yourself, to move yourself into crow. And again, it doesn't have to be pretty, it just has to feel good. It's about challenging yourself, empowering that body. And if you come to a point where your body says, no, I'm done, I'm done for the day, that's fine. You can take a pose of choice here. And just relax. We're going to wind down here in just a minute. Now I'm curious. I've not tried this with the armband, but we're going to see. I feel like it would help get you some lift. Let's find out. If I don't pinch my skin first. All right. I got my lift. Let's see. Maybe. So I feel like the armband, how do I phrase this? Doesn't help me so much with the balance, but it helps me move into a higher posture, which that higher posture will help you achieve some other more advanced yoga poses. Excuse me. And about, let's see here, another 30 seconds or so left. Kind of play around. Moving like you having fun. Empowering yourself today with today's practice. Whoop. Bean! Forgive me, my cat says, Bean! No! She's playing with something that she should not. So, go ahead and wrap up your crow practice here. I'm going to step off screen for just a second. When you're ready, you're going to move yourself into child's pose, please. I'm proud of you, but no. Yes, I know. You did a good job. No. And again, that can be with your arms extended out in front of you for child's pose or at your sides. You maybe need a little extra stretch in the shoulders. You can fold those arms up, bring it into a nice prayer pose right behind your head. I want you to find what feels good for you. Ready? I'm going to have you just kind of rock that third eye, your forehead, back and forth on the mat a little bit. Go ahead and sit up. When you're ready, you're going to spin yourself around to your back. Roll yourself gently down the spine. Kind of relax here for a moment. you rock them a little bit side to side. You can send them in a circle, just massaging that low back. Your body's really supported you and empowered you in your practice. Excuse me, today. When you're ready, you're going to reach down, grab those toes. If you cannot grab the outsides of your feet, it's perfectly fine to grab the insides of your feet or even your legs here. You're going to move yourself into a happy baby position. And when you're here, you're going to elongate down that spine. You're going to try to push your tailbone as far away from you as possible. You guys are getting all the pets today, the cats, the dogs, everybody's coming in. Pressing that low back into the earth. And relax. Bring those knees back into the center. You're going to hug the right knee into the chest. Send the left leg out long. Oh, bringing that heel down to the earth. Just relax in here for just a minute. When you're ready, you're going to take that right knee, drop it over to the left, coming into a nice twist. If you want to extend your twist, you can take the right arm out to the side, like in a little twist here. If that feels too much, just bring that right arm down behind your body. Don't twist too much into that low back. One more cycle of breath here. Excellent. Bring yourself slowly back over to center. Again, inhaling. Oof, both knees to the chest. When you're ready, you're going to hug the left knee in. Send that right knee out long, bringing that right heel down to the earth. Relax here for just a minute. When you're ready, you're going to bring that left knee over to the right side, coming into a twist. And again, that left arm, you can either bring it out to the side like it's in a T, or you can, if that's too much twist, leave it down here behind you just for some, some support. Finding what feels good in your body. If you gotta lower that knee down a little bit, that's fine. One more cycle of breath. Go ahead and release. This time you're coming into your Shavasana pose. If you want to take Shavasana on your back, you're certainly welcome to remain here. If you want to take any other position for Shavasana, please find that position now. And again, your arms can be down by your side. You can lay them on your belly and your chest, both hands on the chest. Take a mudra, whatever is calling to you today. I want you to empower yourself to do that. And we're going to remain here for the next 5 minutes. You can close your eyes, focus on your breath, and trust that I will guide you back to your practice in 5 minutes. shoulder wrists and the ankles. Move the arms and the legs. Flutter those eyes open. They are closed. And when you're ready, I want you to roll to your side here. Nice and slow. And press yourself up into a seated position. From your seated position, you're going to take a nice big inhale. Bring those hands up to the third eye. Say, I feel empowered, I feel whole, and I feel bliss. Thank you so much for practicing, flowing with me today. I wish you well in your journey today, and I look forward to seeing you next time.